ਡੰਡਾਉਤ ਬੰਧਨ ਅਨਿਕ ਬਾਰ, ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰਥ, ਢੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ। ਮੈਂ ਮੂਰਖ ਕੀ ਕੇਤਕ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ, ਕੋਟ ਪਰਾਧੀ ਤਰਿਆਰੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨ ਸੁਨਿਆ ਪੇਖਿਆ, ਸੇ ਫਿਰ ਗਰਭਾਸ ਨ ਪਰਿਆਰੇ। ਗਿਆਨ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਿਛ ਕਰਮ ਨ ਜਾਣਾ, ਸਾਰ ਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇਰੀ। ਸਭ ਤੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ, ਜਿਨ ਕਲ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ। ਕਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ, ਬਰਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਆਪ ਲੇਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ, ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਖੋਜਤ ਖੋਜਤ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪੀਆ, ਖਿਮਾ ਗਹੀ ਮਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ। ਖੋਜਤ ਖੋਜਤ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪੀਆ, ਖਿਮਾ ਗਹੀ ਮਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ। ਖਰਾ ਖਰਾ ਆਖੈ ਸਭ ਕੋਏ, ਖਰਾ ਰਤਨ ਜੁਗ ਚਾਰੇ ਹੋਏ। ਖਾਤ ਪੀਅੰਤ ਮੋਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਿਆ, ਖਿਨ ਮਹਿ ਮੂਏ ਜਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਪਛਾਨਿਆ। ਆਸ ਥਿਰ ਚੀਤ ਮਰਨ ਮਨ ਮਾਨਿਆ, ਗੁਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਪਛਾਨਿਆ। ਆਸ ਥਿਰ ਚੀਤ ਮਰਨ ਮਨ ਮਾਨਿਆ, ਗੁਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਪਛਾਨਿਆ। ਖੋਜਤ ਖੋਜਤ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪੀਆ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ। We bless to join again the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji to go through the prayers of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, his Bani of Oankaar Bani, or many were also referred to as Dakhnee Oankaar. This prayer that comes in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, they also in Panch Granthi da Nitnem, those Guru Sikhs who read Panch Granthi, which is a compilation of different prayers that come in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Ad Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji has blessed us here to sit today in Sad Sangat, Sat Sangat vich. And as Guru Sahib Ji says themselves, ke Sat Sangat kaisi janiye, jithe eko naam vakhaniye. What is Sad Sangat? Jithe means that place, othe pave, ke naam vakhaniye, where there is vichar, where there's, you could say, conversations taking place about how to connect to WhyGuru Ji. When we look at the word Naam, what does Naam mean? One meaning of Naam is Naam hai, that there's no more ego. Ja, that name that is Prasiddh, Sab to Uttam hai, Sab to Shrestha hai, jo Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji da naam hai. And that we can connect to that name through the Guru's Kirpa, Sat Naam. ਇਸੇ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫਤੇ ਸਰਵਨ ਕੀਤੇ ਸਨ, we went through last week in the Katha, ਜੋ 17ਵੀਂ ਅਤੇ 18ਵੀਂ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, in the 17th and the 18th ਪੌੜੀਆਂ, Guru Maharaj Ji spoke to us about this idea of the Panj Vikar. What is the meaning of Vikar? Vikar means something that always changes, meaning our state. And that is through Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. So Guru Maharaj Ji said, Kam, Krodh, Kaya, Kau Galle. Kaya means his body, And this body is inflicted by Kam, Krodh, and the rest of them as well. Kam means our desires, Krodh means anger, Kam, Krodh, Lobha, greed, attachment, pride, ardak. All these different things that attach us to this world, attach us to our mind, that keep us coming again and again. Go galle. They say, what do? They attack this body again and again, and they attack us so many times that we become ruined. We're destroyed as well by being caught in these things. And the Guru gives us an example. Jo kanchan so haga tale, jo pave jive. Kanchan means gold. So haga is a type of powder, a white powder that is used called borax. And what does it do? Tale means to melt. That it melts the gold. And in the same way, when we are attached to these things, when these things attack us all the time, then it's as if we are melting as well, that we are being destroyed. Our rupa, our form is being taken away from us. What we're meant to be doing, the reason for coming in this earth, is being ruined because of these different things that we're being attacked by all the time. And the Guru gave a beautiful example here, as we see in Japji Sada Par, Jat Pahara, Tira Jasoneyar, Aheradamata, Ved Hathiyar, talking about when gold becomes pure. And when gold becomes pure, then is given the Nishani, Kadiye Sabada, Sachi Takasal, as Maharaji says, it becomes a coin. And in the same way here, Guru Sahib is saying that only happens when Nadari Saraf, Vani Sachara. That Nadari here means the drishti of the Saraf, means the goldsmith. When they give that glance and they say that this is Parvan, this is accepted, in the same way when the Guru gives us their own nadar as well. Josi Pardeya Nanak Nadari Nadar Nahal. That only when Guru Sahib Ji does that. Jinko Nadara Karma Tinakar. Jinko. Only that person, Nadara Karma. Nadara Karma means Kirpa Drishti. That when the Guru gives us that glance of grace, then that person is Nahal, that person is in complete bliss. But it's only when the Guru gives out that glance of grace. And that is what the Sikh is here to earn. Why Sikhi, what do we think of what is Sikhi, what we meant to earn in Sikhi? The most simplest thing that we understand is we're here to earn the Guru's grace. Guru Di Kirpa. Right? That's why we're here, to make our Guru happy, to earn the khushiyan of our Guru, of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Very simple. And then if you want to earn the Guru's blessings, then we have to follow what the Guru is saying, right? If you don't know what the Guru is saying, then we have to understand what the Guru is saying. We have to start to read. If you can't read Punjabi, then there's so much available now in English that will connect us back to Punjabi, back to Gurmukhi. So the Guru has given us all the tools. Now it's up to us whether we use them or not. So Guru Maharaji went through this last week, giving us these different examples. But as I always do, I always spend too much time on the last week. So we'll start with this paudi now. Jo 19ਵੀਂ paudi hai Saad Sangat Ji. So before we start, let's all focus our minds on the charan, on the feet of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and the feet of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. So Saad Sangat Aram Kar to Pehla, Sari Sangat Akho Satnam, Sri WhyGuru Sahib Ji.
Khojat Amrit Piya.
So Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji starts off by saying to us, Khojat. Khoj ke. Khoj means to search. We're all searching, right? People go on long missions in their life. They go on the whole world. Everywhere they go. Sare paase jande. They go to different countries. They go to different dharms. They go to, from being a Sikh, they may go to become a Buddhist, or other way around. They look at meditation, yoga. Khojata. Everybody's looking for the answer. Everywhere they go. But the Guru says that the one who khojata here means ke man de vich ate sharir de vich, pave andaro. The one who looks inside, khojata. The first khoj, search, means with the mind. Second can mean with the body. Or another arth is Saad Sangat vich khoj karke. By coming into Saad Sangat and searching for the truth. And that's what we're doing right now. When we're sitting here, we are searching for the truth. We are looking for that truth. We're trying to understand that truth. Why? Because right now we just hear the name is truth. If you read the English translations of Japji Sahib, Satya Naam, we say it means name is truth. What does that mean? It doesn't mean much to us, right? So Guru Sahib says that when we keep on searching and searching, They say khojata khojata amrita diya. Then what happens? Amrita piya maaf karo ji. That person keeps on searching and searching, Sad Sangat de vich, and then Amrita Piya, they start to drink in Amrit. They start to drink in that. Now there's many ways you can translate this, but let's look at the idea of Amrit meaning immortality. Amrit, Mrit means mouth, and Ang at the start, the Ada with a tippi, or just the Ada in general, negates the meaning, so it becomes Maut to Rahat, the one who cannot die, who's immortal. Then they start to taste that immortality, that actually, you know what, this body is going to die, but the Atma is immortal. And they start to taste that. They start to taste their true self. Taste in that sense means also to experience. That they're able, when we taste something, we're to experience it, right? Experience if it's sweet, salty, all these different flavors, right? We're able to experience this truth that the Guru is speaking about, this Atma, this soul that sits inside us, that is indestructible, that is filled with bliss, and that is conscious. It's always alive. Right? So in Sikhi, we don't believe that when you die, you just disappear and that's it. There's no more. This body will go, but the consciousness, the Atma, that stays. The Atma is conscious. Right? So we have this idea, will I just disappear? Will I just fade away? But the essence of the Atma is that it's Chetan. Chetan means that it's alive, it's conscious. But it's not what we think it is. It's not this body. It's something completely different that is beyond the body. So Guru Sahib Ji keh rahe hain ke khojata amrita piya, that then we're able to drink in the amrita, Hanji.
Khema gahi man satgur diya.
So when I looked at these translations, I felt like these two pankti are linked as well. Ke khojata amrita piya, khema gahi man satgur diya. That Guru Sahib is saying that man satgur diya, when we khojat, when we come into Sad Sangat vich, ithe aake Sad Sangat ji khoj karke, when we come, we search and we search, then man satgur diya. We come to the Guru, and man means our mind, satgur diya means peta karna, to give our mind to the Guru. Sara kuch arpana, to sacrifice everything to the Guru. Here, we search and we search. We go everywhere. Main chare kunda palya to the jevar na saya. That I've went everywhere, but there's chare kunda means in all four corners. I've gone, but there's nobody like you. So we searched. We've come into satsang. We found the truth. Then satsang karke, staying in the sangat of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaji. Then mana satgur diya. We gave our mind to the Guru, because we realize there's no one greater than Guru Sahib Ji. Sabate vadda Satguru Nanak. Mana satgur diya. Tana mana tana sab saup Guru ko. Hukam manya paya. We give our mind, we give our body, we give our tan, we give our wealth. Saup. Saup means in that case to just give everything to the Guru. Hukam manya paya, to accept the Guru's hukam. So mana satguru diya, and then we take upon the Guru's gun, the Guru's quality. We spoke about this last week. Khema gahi. Khema, it says on the board, tolerance. I can understand why it says tolerance, but very simply, khema means forgiveness. That they start to gain the gun of forgiveness. That actually, they let go of things in their life, and they think, you know what, I can let that go. I can forgive in that situation or that individual. Just like how Bhagat Kabir Ji said, "Ke jaha khema teh aap." Where there is forgiveness, WhyGuru Ji, you reside there. So for that reason, when we start to learn to forgive, then we realize that actually we are trying to forgive somebody else, but every single day my Guru is forgiving me. Like we say, Pichle Augan Baksale Prabha Age Marg Pave, all my Pichle Augan, all my bad actions, all my demerits that I've done, all the pap that I've done, Pichle Augan Baksale. Baksale means to forgive. That WhyGuru Ji is always forgiving us, even though we do lots of wrong things. So in that case, if WhyGuru Ji is that forgiving form, the Alu Sroop that we say, of compassion, then we need to become more like that Guru as well. We need to take upon those qualities as well. Khema gahi. And that person who gives their mind to the Guru, then those attachments to feelings and things that happen in the world, they go away. So we learn to forgive. Now, of course, at the same time, you know that saying of forgive and forget? It's a very interesting one, right? And of course, we learn to forgive. But I guess one way when it comes to forget, at the same time it means that don't be taken as a fool again in the future, right? So don't make the same mistake again. Of course, we learn to forgive the individual. We don't hold enmity to that person, right? We don't have that veri, right? When we say nidaver, that person becomes with no enmity, right? So we learn to let go. So the idea of forgive and forget, of course, we forgive, but we have to be cautious as well that in future we don't make the same mistake. So Guru Sahib Ji here saying, Khima gahi mana satguru diya, by giving their mind, that person learns to take upon the Guru's qualities as well. Hanji.
Khara khara akhai sab koe.
And this is a really interesting pankti because Guru Sahib says sab koe. Sab koe means sare aakde han. Everybody says this one thing, khara khara. Kyasi change ha. We are all good. Oh, I am good. Main changa ha. I am good. And like we see in Sukhmani Sahib, aapas ko jo pala kahave. The one who calls himself good, this hai palai nikat na aave. Right? No good comes in that person. Or there's other pankti that come to mind. There's like hum nahi changa, Buddha nahi koi. Right? That the opposite of that. Guru Bani is saying that the person who gets to such a high state, they'll say this, hum nahi change. Say, I'm not good. But they also say Buddha nahi koi. But nobody else is bad. So these different states. But the Guru is saying that everybody says I'm good. Khara khara aakhe sab koe. Khara hai meaning changa, to be good. Now I am good, I am great. But in the Guru's home, the Sikh is the opposite because of their humility. They see themselves as the lowest of the low. So like in today's world, I won't specify, but there are different groups and individuals, and they try to make themselves higher. They try to make themselves equal. But where this doesn't really fit into Sikhi is that in Sikhi, we're not trying to make ourselves higher in the spiritual sense. We're trying to make ourselves lower. We're trying to become more humble. We're trying to become the lowest of the low. We want to serve everyone. Our mission is not to, raise ourselves, our status. Is to lower our status, become the lowest of the low. That's why a lot of these things kind of clash. Right? Our focus is on becoming the dust of the feet of individuals, right? Like we say, Ke Nanak Das e hai sukh mange monko kar santan ki ture, that we want to become the lowest of the low. We're not here to compete with the highest of the high. We want to be the lowest of the low, because as Guru Bani says, the one who's the lowest of the low is in fact the highest of the high. It's the complete opposite. So everybody, when we look in our lives, is actually, we always do what everybody else does in every single scenario. Just think in our own lives, if there's something that's happening where we've got some sort of obstacle or somebody in our way, and it's like, it's becoming a bit of like a hierarchy kind of thing, and we're trying to get one over them and be higher than them. But in the Guru's home, it was the opposite. It was trying to become lower. It was trying to serve that one and not go for the Kursi, not to go for the seat, not to go for the Raj. It was the complete opposite. And Guru Sahib Ji, he's saying, Khara khara aakhe sab koe. That everybody says, I'm good. And I'm sure we've done it before. I know I've done it before. I'll say, I'm a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I just want, X, Y, and Z. Right? See, Sadek, and they always say, I'm good. Right? But when we look at the Guru Sikhs, do you think they say that? I remember we did a podcast with a Guru Sikh called Bhai Man Singh. You can see it on our channel, Boss TV. Shout out to that as well. He was saying something in there about one of the Guru Sikhs, Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji. And he's speaking about Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji, who was a Shaheed Guru Sikh, who went with Bhai Sukha Singh and went to Sri Harmandir Sahib and chopped the head off Masarangar. And Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji still saw themselves as nobody. And in his mind, that blew his mind. He thought, if Bhai Mehtab Singh, who remember in Itihas today, who's a Mahan Shaheed Singh, Shahidi means someone who's a martyr, if they see themselves as nobody and as, the worst of the worst in their own humble mind, then why am I thinking that I am someone special, I'm someone good? If someone like them thinks that to themselves that they're nobody, then what am I? I'm less than a nobody. Right? So Guru Maharaj is instilling this mat inside us. This is Guru mat. This is the Guru's mat. It's the complete opposite of what the world is doing. The world is in this direction, but this Guru's mat is the complete opposite direction, which is Man mat. What our own mind is telling us to do, what the other minds are programmed to do, and they're trying to put upon us as well, Hanji.
Khara ratan jug chare hoye.
But there's one thing that is good. Guru Sahib Ji says, Khara Ratan. The one thing that is changa, that is good, is Ratan means jewel. But what jewel they on about here? Naam Rupi Ratan. Naam is good. Naam is the greatest. Everything else, who knows? Right? Somebody could be good today, somebody could be bad tomorrow. Something could be so nice to us today, so sweet, and tomorrow it can just, shoot us in the foot, stab us in the back. Why? Because so many things get involved, so many factors, even our own ego. But Guru Maharaj is saying, Khara Ratana Juga Chare Hoy. Ke Chare Juga, which in all the 4 ages has been one thing that's constant, that has always been good, and that is Naam. WhyGuruji's name. People have come, people have gone. Here in Japji Sahib, Jai Juga Chare Arja, Hor the Suni Hoy. Can live for the 4 ages, Hor the Suni. 10 times more. Navva Khanda vich jani hai. He can be known in all the 9 khand, all the 9 different parts of the world. Naal challe sab koi changa nao rakhaye ke jas kirat jag le je tis nadar na ave. But if you don't have the Guru's glance of grace, ta vaat na puche ke who's gonna ask after this person? Nobody cares about that person. They just come and go like any other Raja, Maharaja, Adak, whoever the person is. But the one thing that is special is this Naam Rupi Ratan. Naam. What the Guru is giving us. What Guru Bani is speaking to us about. What we're trying to connect to. Naam. That we say every single day if we do Mool Mantar or Japji Sahib, Satte Naam. This is what we should be trading in. What does it mean to trade? It means that we trade in conversations, we trade in, if somebody slandered me, I'm going to slander them. They praise me, I'm going to praise them. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Whatever it is, right, back and forward. But the saints, what do they trade in? They say ke kinhi banja kansi tamba, kinhi long sapai. It's a Shabda Bhagat Kabir Ji. They say Santo banja naam gobid ka, aisi khe pahama. They say the saints, what do they trade in? Santo, they trade in naam gobid ka. In the name of God. Aisi khe pahamadi. This is my trade. This is what I trade in. Is WhyGuruji's name. And if I gain such a jewel, Hira Hatha, Chariyo Nirmolaka, Chut Gai Sansari, if I get that jewel, if I'm blessed with that beautiful jewel or naam, that is so hard to get, that is priceless, they say Chut Gai Sansari, then, this coming and going, this giving and taking with the world, Chut Gai Sansari is taken away from me. It means nothing to me now. Because I have this jewel, this same jewel that Baba Deep Singh Ji had, Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji had, all our mothers in the Panth had as well. Those that gave the Shahidiyah, wasn't just Singhs, Jinnah Singha, Singhniane, we hear in the Ardas, right? Those that had this jewel, that's what they all had. We have the same access to it, but they gained it. That's the difference, right? We all have access to that same truth, but they were able to apply that truth into their lives. That's the difference. Right? We're trying, they tried, they succeeded through, again, practice and practice. So Guru Sahib is saying, this is the true Ratan. And when we look at this Bhakti, what comes to my mind is that what that means is that in our lives, khara aakhe sab koe, we spend all our times engrossed in this and that and this and that, these different scenarios, right? But how much time do we spend in Naam? How much time do we spend in praising the Guru? When we hear Amrit Vela Sachana Vadiyai Vichar, what does that even mean? Vadiyai Vichar means to contemplate upon WhyGuruji's greatness. Why? But we spend more time contemplating upon somebody else's organ, somebody else's mistakes, what they've done to me. Why is this happening? We can spend so much time on that. But Guru Sahib Ji is saying here that why don't we spend that time talking about the Guru, thinking about the Guru, experiencing the Guru? Our time is not devoted there, right? Our time is devoted in any other aspect. But when it comes to doing Naam Simran, when it comes to these things, then mind doesn't want to do it. In some cases, being honest with you, It may sound harsh, but it may be boring to the mind. It may be tasteless to the mind. And that comes in Guru Bani. Kar hai je gur farmaya, sir jog aluni chatti hai. Aluni means loon like salt, having a taste. Aluni means tasteless. That this path can feel very tasteless at some points. Or many times it can. That's why we do Sadh Sangat. Because in Sadh Sangat, we gain that ras. Sadh Sangat bina, pao nahi upajai. Bhagata Ravidashi says, without Sadh Sangat, pao means prem, nahi upajai. We cannot gain love. For true love for WhyGuru, ras cannot come without Sadh Sangat. And they say, pav bina bhagata na hoye teri. That without this pav, prema, we cannot truly do loving devotion to WhyGuruji. So it all comes back to Jaisi Sangat, Taisi Rangat. Jo sadi Sangat, who we're doing Sangat of Hanji.
Khat piyant muhe nahi janiya.
And this is like Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Guru Nanak Dev Ji just summarized our lives. Of the average life of somebody who comes in this world. Khat piyant muhe. Khat means asi khande, we eat. Piyant means we drink. And then muhe means we die. We live our lives just to feed the pet, to feed the stomach and to feed somebody else's stomach. If you take away that worry from somebody, then there's not much else to worry about, right? Except from like extra things we want in life because of our greed or just desires that we have. If we take away the thirst and the hunger, then most people have nothing to worry about. But Guru Sahib is saying, Khat piyant muhe nahi janiya. Nahi jane means that we never realized WhyGuruji. We spent our whole life eating and drinking, but we didn't think about WhyGuruji. Khana, pina, hasana, baad. Jab lag hriday, na aave yaad. We spent our whole lives khana, eating, pina, hasana, to laugh. Baad, in some translations, was chagda. We have fights as well. But they say, sare vyarthan. They're all just of no use. Jabala Grid na aave yad, because in that heart we didn't remember WhyGuruji. But at the same time, the Guru is not saying that you can't laugh in Sikhi. The Guru is not saying you can't smile. The Guru is not saying that you can't eat nice food. Guru Sahib is not saying that, but there's a key pankti that kind of makes us understand this. They say, Nanak Satguru Petiya Puri Hove Jugata. This is the key line. That when we take upon a true Guru, Nanak Satguru Petiya. Petiya means to, in that case, to gain, to take upon, to sacrifice ourselves to that Guru. Puri Hove Jugata. We gain the correct technique, the correct way to live our lives. And they say, then, Hasandeya, Khilandeya, Penandeya, Khavandeya, Vichyo Hove Mukta. Then they can laugh, they can, put on clothes, Khavandeya, they eat, and then whichever one I left out, Khilandeya, whichever one's right, Vichyo Hove Mukta. Right? But they are mukt, they're liberated. Right? When we do Sangat of a Gurmukh, a Mahapurush, they laugh as well. Right? They eat food as well. Chalo, maybe their food is very simple, sato guni foods, like very plain and simple. But Kenda Pave ke Sasingji, we can still live in the world and have a family, as Guru Bani is saying to have, or Pai Guru Dashi's Bani, as the recommended way to live, but doing it in the Guru's way. The way the Guru has prescribed us to live in the world. Right? Again, we talk about refraining from certain intoxicants. Right? From the types of qualities that we embed in our lives and those that we stay away from. Well, a lot of the times we make ourselves ill. We do it to ourselves. A lot of the issues are from inside, right? Because the way that we attack ourselves. Like one thing I speak to a lot of things about recently is stress. That stress is like one of the biggest killers, right? You look at our health. Stress causes an autoimmune response, right? Basically, our body attacks itself. Right, so just the idea of having stress is dangerous. It's scary what stress can do, right? But the Guru has given us such a Puri Hove Jogata, such a way of living, that every single morning, like they say now, you hear about, meditate, mindfulness, all these kind of different practices. What do we think Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is based off? Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is not a rule book. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji does not have chapters. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is many panne, many angs, many, I wouldn't know how to say it in English. Of course, we say pages loosely, but we don't call them pages. But just so many lines and conversations and prayers of spirituality. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is the path back to God. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is Rab themselves. They are everything for us. When we Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji is everything for the Sikh. Not even just for the Sikh, for this world. Taisi kende ne Jagat Guru. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is everything. And Guru Sahib Ji is saying, Khat piyant muhe nahi janiya. Nahi janiya, we spent our whole lives, but we never understood or came to janiya. Janana means to know. We never knew God. We never got to know who God truly was. What a shame to go our whole lives and think that we wasted such an opportunity. What a shame. Hanji, aage paro ji.
Khin meh muhe ja shabd pashaniya.
But the Guru says at the same time that those people that eat, they drink, they sleep, they do everything, and they all just die. And they just go from this world. But they said there's those other people. Khin meh muhe ja shabd pashaniya. They said, jinane Guru Maharaj Ji the Shabad nu pehchan liya, the ones who've understood Guru Sahib Ji Shabad, they say, Khin meh muhe, they also die. But they die in a split second. But they don't die the same death that we die. It's a different type of death. As Bhagat Kabir Ji says to us, Kabir, Jis marne te jag dare, mere man anand. It's not hard to understand that. Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying, Jis marne te sab jag dare. That this death, the whole world is scared of, mere man anand. In my mind, it makes me happy. Marne hai te paye, or marne hi te paye purn paramanand. Because that type of death gives me so much bliss. What is Bhagat Kabir Ji talking about? Bhagat Kabir Ji lived in Kanchi. ठीक है? And there's a famous saying due to itihas that whoever lives in Kanchi will get mukti if they die there. ठीक है? So if we were to, let's imagine like Southall, right? Probably unlikely, right? When Southall, imagine if somebody passed away in Southall, they will get mukti. Meaning that if we're going to die, we'll probably go to Ealing Hospital. I don't think that's in Southall, or maybe it is. I don't know, right? But at that time, there was a disease of cholera in Kanchi. And everybody that was in Kanchi left Kanchi because everybody was dying from cholera. But Bhagat Kabir Ji stayed in Kanchi. And everybody said to Bhagat Kabir Ji, why are you staying in Kanchi? You're going to die. And Bhagat Kabir Ji said that, but you guys believe that if you die in Kanchi, you're going to get mukti. Does anybody understand where this is going? We all say we want mukti. Well, maybe we do, maybe we don't. We say that the aim of Sikhi, in one respect, is to become liberated and to meet God and to transcend this body, right? They all have the opportunity to gain mukti, but they choose to leave and go out of that city because they don't want to die, right? So it's just something to think about. Hanji.
Asathere cheet.
WhyGuru Ji, can you please set the kids outside? So, Guru Maharaj Ji is showing us something very important here. Okay, we all want mukti. We say we want mukti. But in this case, when they had the opportunity to gain mukti, they left the pind. They left the city. They went out because nobody really wants to die, right? We all have this attachment to this body. We all want to live for as long as we can. So when they heard that, Bhagat Kabir Ji said this shabad, okay, Jis marne te jag dare, mere man anand. That fear that people have of death, that is bliss in my head. That is anand to me. But what is this that they talk about? They talk about the death of the ego, the attachment, that I am afraid to die. So Guru Maharaj Ji, when they say this shabad, ke khin mein muhe ja sabad pashaniya, that the one who understands the Guru Shabad, then they die in a second. They die in a second, meaning that fear that they have of death, that is killed. That goes. The ego is destroyed when they understand the Shabad. That is a type of death that we are trying to go through. We're trying to kill the ego. Like Bhagat Kabir Ji says again, Mar pe na jane koi. Nobody knows how to die. We all live the same type of death, marna jagamoa. Mar pe na jane koi. Everybody's dying, but nobody knows how to die. What a powerful line by Bhagat Kabir Ji, right? Mar pe na jane koi. Nobody knows how to die truly. The true type of maut, which is destroying this ego, is going beyond this body. But Guru Maharaj Ji speak about the one who understands the Guru Shabad Pashanya, they say ke kin mein muhe. They go in a second. That death is taken away. Hanji.
Asthir cheet maran man manya.
Fir Sahib Singh Ji agge Guru Sahib Ji bachan karde hain ke asthir cheet. Asthir means that one that is immovable. I would say sathirata. To not be able, not to waver at any point. Asthira cheet, that one, that mind that is immovable in WhyGuru's Bhakti. Mean no matter what happens in their life, they don't give up their Sikhi. They don't give up their WhyGuru Simran. We'll meet so many people in this world, and this is one thing that confuses everybody. How can somebody who does part gain dukh in their life? It makes no sense to our mind. We say, but they do part. They do seva, they do sad sangat, but why are they gaining such a hard life, such difficulty? Of course, if good people did good things and they always got good, and bad people did bad things and they always got bad, do you think that people to catch on to it? But the point is that karma is very complicated. We don't know about Pishle Janam, the karma, all those things, but we also don't know what the Guru is doing at that time, what tests have been put in front. What's happening behind the scenes. But the point of saying this is that when we're looking at the house, when we look at those great Gurmukhs at the house, they were all given dukh, sarir karke, like through the body you say kasht, different types of torture, but asthirajit, their mind was immovable. Their mind didn't move. Digena dole, dred kar rahiyo, puran hoy tripatani. They were completely fulfilled on the inside. Digge na dole. They did not fall. They did not waver. They stayed fully intact in their dharam. Even Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, sees diya par sir na diya. They gave their sees, but they never gave their dharam. You could say through the body they were given pain. Of course, inside Guru said is beyond these things, but the torture. But inside asthirajit, they were immovable. Marna manamanya. And the reason why their mind is asthir is because what is it focused on? What is the central point? It's always Nam. Like we said at the start, Khara Ratana. Jugachare hoy. That Nam Rupi Ratan, that jewel that the Guru has given to us, that is the center of their life. And it's not that they've just held on to it, that has held on to them. Nam is protecting them. It comes in Gurbani. They say that Naam is our Mata Pitaji. In Vadahans ki Vara, Har Naam Mata, Har Naam Pita, along those lines. Why? Har Naam Venal Galla, Har Naam Venal Masrata, Har Naam Hamara Karda Nitya Sara. Naam is always protecting me at all times. So for that reason, those people Marna Manamanya, they've accepted death in their mind. Pehla Marna Kabul Jeevan ki Chad As. They've already accepted death. Death cannot come for that one who's already accepted it. Death only comes for those people that hold on to life, this false life. Death comes and takes them. But the one who's already given up this life, Pehla Marna Kabul Jeevan ki Chad As. Chad As means to give up any hopes and desires of this life, thinking that this life is going to fulfill me. What the dunya is saying. What my Guru is saying is going to fulfill me. What the world is saying will never fulfill me. The world is just going to keep me more hungry and wanting more and more. But the Guru is the one that gives me santokha hanji.
Guru kirpa te naam pachhanya.
So Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji says to us ke Guru kirpa te. Ke Guru Maharaj Ji di kirpa de naal naam pachhanya. We're able to understand, we're able to know We're able to come to know about Nam. We're able to experience Nam when the Guru does Kirpa. Like we said before, Guru di Kirpa. Why are we here? We're here to earn the Guru's Kirpa. Why we come in this earth is to make our Guru happy. And by making our Guru happy, then Guru Sahib reunites us with Gobind, with WhyGuruji. It is through the Guru. The Guru is the most important thing in the Sikh's life. Maaf ko, not even thing, being, relationship. Do we have a relationship with our Guru? That is the question. Not just some sort of relationship, a daily relationship. Another name for that is called Nitnem. But then now we start to understand Nitnem a bit better. Nitnem is, I said it's loose, it's not just merely reading prayers. Nitnem is our daily relationship with our Guru. It's a daily conversation we have with our Guru. It's getting to know our Guru even more every single day. Meaning when we read a Shabad, we start to have a different understanding every single day. Ke Sahib mera neet nawa, sada sada datar. Every single day my Guru is new. Every single day I learn something new about my Guru. Do we learn something new about our Guru every single day? So rhetorical question. Ask ourselves that question. Do I learn something new about my Guru every single day? What did I learn new this week or this month? We're here to learn, but we're here to build a relationship with our Guru. And who is our Guru? And that can only happen when we interact with our Guru. That's why we have Nitnem. Nitnem includes things like Katha and Kirtan. To learn a new Shabad. To think, wow, that is such a beautiful Shabad that Guru Sahib Ji uchar. Why did I uchar that Shabad? What was the meaning for ucharing that Shabad? What was Guru Sahib Ji's conversation they're having at that time? Guru Bani is taking us on a journey. And it's up to us if we want to go on that journey with our Guru or we just want to sit on the sideline. Right? But one day we're going to have to go back. We can do it now, or we can wait millions of years. It's up to us. But that's a million more years of dukh. But the Guru here is saying to us, Guru Kirpa te Naam Pachanya. That is through the Guru's Kirpa, we can start to understand what is Naam. What is this connection the Guru is given to us? Or why Guru is given to us? It's through the Guru's Kirpa, Hanji.
Gagana Gambira Gaganantarvasa.
So Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji speaks to us here about WhyGuruji. And who is WhyGuruji? And they say Gaganantarva. So Gaganantar, here this word is a compound word. We say it's like a sandhi. Gagan Antar. Gagan Antar. Gagan means the sky, Antar means under. Ke Akash de under. Or Akash de vich. Now inside the skies, WhyGuruji sits. Like you see in the TVs when like The Simpsons or like God's up in the sky, right? Yeah. But they're not just there. God is everywhere. Sab Gobind hai, Sab Gobind hai. Gobind binda nahi koi. God is everywhere, but also God is up there. Or metaphorically or spiritually, God is the highest of the high and higher. Gaganantar Vas. Vas means vasana, to reside. Or Vasa karna. So they say Gagana Gambir. But then they say, but the Gagan, the skies are really high, but Gambir means Dunga, means deep. That God is the highest of the high of the high. They are the highest realm, Pave Sachkhand. God is so high. And the only way to get back to God, for us, so we say, is through Satguru and it's through Gurbani. Where has Gurbani come from? Gurbani has come from WhyGuruji, and Gurbani takes us back to WhyGuruji. Todki Bani Ai, Tina Sagali Chintimatai. Toda, the word Toda means origin, mould. Right? From you could say from that point of creation of everything, that Todaki Bani Ai is come from the start. It's come from WhyGuruji. Todaki Bani Ai. Or like how Guru Nanak Ji says, ke Jaisi mein aave khasam ki bani. Taisara kari gyan ve lalo. They say to Pa Lalo Ji that this has come to me from Parameshwar. So if I hold on to Gurbani, Gurbani would take me back to Parameshwar. Because Gurbani is WhyGuru. They're the words of WhyGuru. And just like during the times of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, there was some Shardalus who came to see Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj in a feather. And this feather was not from this world. It was some mythical bird called a Hamayu Panchi. And what happened was, the Guru Sikh said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, what is this feather? And they said that this is from a Hamayu Panchi. So we never heard of this bird before. And they said, because this bird is not from this world. It's from a different realm. And the Guru said, okay, hey, give me a teer, give me an arrow. So Guru said, shoot that tanush, the teer, come on. They put the bow on the arrow on the bow, sorry, and they got the feather and they tied it to it. And they fired it in the air and they said to all the Guru Sikhs, can somebody go and find my arrow? When Guru Saji fired the arrow into the air, the arrow went up and it disappeared. The Sikhs went looking and looking, but they could never find the arrow. And they came back to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They say, Guru Saji, where is the teed gone? And the Guru says, the teed is gone. It's not here anymore. And they said, what do you mean? They said that the feather that was attached to the teed has such a property to it that it goes back to where it belonged to. So meaning that Hamayu Panchi's feather would go back to that bird where it came from. Meaning it went back to that realm in which that bird resides. And the Guru said in the same way, that is like Gurbani. Gurbani has come from WhyGuruji, and if we hold on to Gurbani, where is it going to take us? It's going to take us back to WhyGuruji. So, Gaganantaravas, where we look at the skies at that high level, wherever WhyGuruji resides, that is so deep. Gagana Gambhir, that is the deepest, the highest of the high place where WhyGuruji resides. We can go to that same place. And what is our ship? It is Gurbani, Guru Jahaj, Kevat Guru. Why? It comes in Gurbani. The Guru is a Jahaj. And we as the Sikhs, I hate to sit on that boat of the Guru, Hanji.
Guna gava sukh sahaj nivas.
And the Guru says, ke guna gave. Ke WhyGuruji de guna gayan karke, by singing WhyGuruji's praises, sukh sahaj nivas. Sukh means WhyGuruji da sukh surup. The form of WhyGuruji that is filled with bliss. Sukh sahaj nivas. Sahaj means sutta siddhi. Very easily, that person is able to go into a state of peace, of sukh. When we sing WhyGuruji's praises, Kirtan, Kal Jog mein Kirtan Pardana. That is why Kirtan is the most supreme thing to do. Kirtan means to sing, or to sing the praises, or to contemplate the praise of WhyGuruji. WhyGuruji's jas. Why? The praises of God. They say Guna Gave, by singing WhyGuruji's praises, it is the most easiest way Gurbani is saying, in order to feel bliss, to feel anand. That we know ourselves, when we say in satsang, we listen to Kirtan, and we connect to that Shabad, that anand is, we cannot match it. Whether it's through Katha, and we listen to a Shabad, we think, wow, look how great my Guru is, look how great my Guru's Bani is. Look at the Sakhis of my Guru. Sono Sakhi mana japa pyar. Okay, listen to the stories of my Guru and filled with so much love. My love for the Guru is so much that I think to myself, you know what? You know that one thing that I couldn't do, I couldn't wake up in the morning, I couldn't do Amrit Vela, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. It all changes because of that one story you heard about a Guru, or about a Guru Sikh, who'd wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're thinking, I'm trying to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and these Guru Mukhs are waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then you meet somebody who wakes up at 1 o'clock in the morning. You meet somebody else who wakes up at 12 o'clock in the morning. Then you meet somebody else who doesn't even go to sleep. Right? Mean that there's so many different levels. Hikdu hik chade, anika pyare. Nit karde poge belasa, tina dekh mana chao thanda, how kad pai gunatasa. Comes in Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Bani, Darsana Pyasi Dinasarat, Chitava Anadinaneet. In that Shabad, they say that those Guru Sikhs, they say hikadu hikachade, that one is even greater than the other one. One is of even greater, a higher, a vasta spiritual state than the other one. Anika pyare. Anik means countless. Nit karde pog balasa. Nit means every single day. Karde means to do. Pog means to partake in. Balasa means anand. Every single day they in anand. Tena dekha means ona de darshan karke. By seeing them, by doing their sangat, tena dekh mana chao or thanda. Now I have this, something wells up inside me and I think, honakad pai gunatasa. When will I meet God? When will I feel what they are feeling? When will I have this glow on my face? When will I cry the tears of love for my Guru? Right? Sabaso Hagana, Manher Aliya, Ikadevo Rat Murari. That all these soul brides, Sabaso Hagana, Manher Aliya, they are all enjoying the anand of their husband Lord. And they say, hey WhyGuruji, Ikadevo Rat Murari. Say, when will I have that night when I can enjoy my time with my Guru? Raat hai, you can say that Amrit Vela. When will I wake up in Amrit Vela and just not fall asleep and just feel in the bliss of my Guru? That's the ardas you should be doing, right? Not make the clocks go back again or something, right? Give me another hour in bed. That should be ardas. But that will only come when we do Sangha those Guru Sikhs, right? We all do ardas. That bless us with those Guru Sikhs Sangat, right? That will bless us as well. So Guru Sahib Ji is saying, Gunu Gave Sukha Sahaj Nivas. And the one who's able to do it, the sukh that they're able to feel, Nivas, to be in that, to reside in that, it's unmatched. We cannot match that. It's beyond to contemplate that. Jin he chaki soi janne. Gunga ki mithiyai. Only the one who's tasted it, only they know. But they can't even speak about it. It's only something that can be experienced. Hanji.
Gaya na ave, aaye na jaye.
So Guru Maharaji says something very beautiful here. They say Gaya na ave. Gaya here, Guru said he's speaking about agyanata. They say in our lives right now we are stuck in agyanata. Gyan means knowledge. Agyan means no knowledge. Henera, ignorance. They say that we are stuck in agyanata, but through the Guru, they say Gaya. They say agyanata, he means Gaya means that agyanata is gone. They say that when we start to follow the Guru's path, then agyanata goes, Gaya na ave. Na ave means that mudke, it does not come back again. That once we start following the Guru's path, then we lose that agyanata, Gaya na ave, it doesn't come back again. So Gaya na ave, then aaye na jaye. Now then aaye means to come. What comes? Gyan. So agyanata goes, then gyan, aaye means to come, na jaye, and it doesn't go. Does that make sense? The Gyanata goes and never comes back again. Ignorance goes and never comes back again. And then Gyan comes and Gyan never disappears again. Meaning that in our lives, we always have a different state. You know those days we feel proper religious and we feel a bit, we feel like on a spiritual vibe. We feel like we're connecting. We listen to Kirtan, Katha, we're in so much anand. And then for the next few months, we're back in the gutters. We're back at a low point. At one point, we felt so pumped that we were going to change. We had that ignorance was taken away. You know what? This doesn't matter. All this stuff I'm worried about. You know what? Today, I'm never going to slander anybody again. 5 minutes later, I'm on the phone. It's time, man. It's time to rip that person. Right? Because they did my best, they did this, they did that. We know it's wrong. But, we don't call it nindia. We call it just telling the truth and letting my feelings out, right? Obviously, I understand we can't keep things bottled up, but a lot of the times it's not even bottled up. It's just we like to speak, right? But we are always changing, and most of the time in the Gyanata. But Guru Sahib is saying that in this stage, they say Gaya na aaye, Gaya na ave, aaye na jaye. That when this Gyan comes, when that moment comes where we feel connected, that doesn't go again. It stays. That awareness of WhyGuru stays. It doesn't go again. That bliss that we felt does not go. It stays. And it's continuous. Uthata, Baithata, Sovata Nam. Comes to Siri Sukhmani Sahib. Wherever they're standing, Uthata, Baithata, sitting down, Sovat. Even goes that far where the person is physically asleep, they're absorbed in Nam. So Guru Sahib is saying that is a state of that person, that they don't lose that gyan. They always stay in oneness with Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. Hanji.
Guru Prasad Rah Livalaye.
And then Guru Sahib says here, ke Guru Prasad, ke Guru Maharaj Ji di kirpa, rahi through the Guru's kirpa, rahe livalai. Like we hear in, Japji Sahib, chuppe chupna ho vai je lai raha, live tar, live. In this case means that connection. Like Sadi, Surti, Birti, these things, right? Live a lie, that our connection, there's always a connection. We've seen our lives, connections break, right? Internet connection, for example, nothing is ever ekaras, nothing is always permanent and staying, right? But this connection with the Guru does not break. Wherever that person is being cut in half, right? Somebody's trying to instill fear in that person, right? Whether they, ubudi deg by the Allah ji, right? Boiled alive, burnt alive, being sawn in half, live a lie, that does not break. imagine such an avastha where they don't waver. That is for the Guru's prasad. That's what we're trying to earn from the Guru's kirpa, that we are always connected to the Guru at all times. We're never disconnected. Hanji.
Gagan agam anath joni.
You say WhyGuruji in this case is agam. Gagana agam. Just like generally speaking, the gagan means the skies. Gagan, in that case, agam is we cannot reach the sky. I just saw a sing called Gagan sing and I looked at him. I was all right. That's our point. So Gagana, agama, okay, WhyGuruji, we cannot reach them. Like how the skies, we cannot reach it, right? It's unreachable. Gagana, agam, anath, ajoni. Anath means having a master. Anath means that WhyGuruji has no master. No, WhyGuruji doesn't have a boss. Nobody tells WhyGuruji what to do, right? They're the king of kings. They do whatever they want in their own mould, in their own anand. A joni, and they don't come and go. They're beyond life and death. Hanji, agge paro ji.
Asthir cheet samad sagoni.
And as I always do, I always finish the katha and I run out of time and I've still got a whole body to go, so I finish on this body. Asthira cheet samad sagoni. Asthira cheet, their mind is immovable, like we said earlier. Samad sagoni. Samad means samadhi, in a deep state of meditation. Sogoni, the pankti is sagoni. So in this case means soul. Sankare, like 100, guni, 100 times. The bliss that they feel, the spiritual state that they go into is 100 times more than what you can imagine. It's 100 times more. It is so deep. When that person meditates upon WhyGuruji, upon Guru Mantra, the Guru's given us the most powerful mantra, that the fall of that, the guna here means you could say like times, is times 100. The one who's able to do that through the Guru Shabad Hanji.
Har naam chet phir pavhe na juni.
And they say Har naam chet. Okay, by remembering WhyGuruji's name, chet means cheta, to remember. Har naam chet phir pavhe na juni. Then that person never comes back again in this 84 lakh June again and again. Hanji.
Gurmat sar hor naam behuni.
So akhili pankti which Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj bachan karde han, they say to us ke Gurmat sar, because what happens is that remember they're talking to a Pandit here, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj ji, they say then how can I focus? Why? Because our mind goes all over the place. They say through Naam we're able to focus on Gurmat sar. Gurmat means Guru Sahib Ji's Sikhya, Guru di Sikhya sar sab to shrestha, it's the highest of the high. Gurmat sar hor naam bihuni, and besides naam, everything else is useless. That is what the Guru is teaching us. Naam is connecting to that naam. And they say naam bihuni, without naam, hor naam bihuni, everything else is useless. Everything else has no true use, meaning put more of our time, more of our energy towards naam. So we finish off here. Sorry for going over time. The Japji Sahib course will start upstairs in the next 10 minutes. So please come for that. If you don't know, we have a Japji Sahib course that runs in English. It's much more informal upstairs. So please come to bring your friends and family as well. So Inya Bente Parvan Karniya Sah Singh Ji, Maaf Karo Ji, many mistakes made in the Katha Vichar. We say the last two panktiya and then we do Samapti. Deho Sajjanasi Sariya, Jo Hove Sahib So Mel.
Har naam chet phir pavhe na juni. Gurmat sar hor naam behuni.
WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji
ki Fateh.
WhyGuru, WhyGuru.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh.
WhyGuru.